most welcome. This is Divine Marriage Program. We are coming to you online, and we thank God for giving us another opportunity, for giving us another chance. And tonight we are continuing with the topic that we started last week, the stages of marriage. And we said the way there are stages in other areas of life, even when it comes to marriage, there are stages. There are stages, and all these stages, they are supposed to help us to become better people. We should not be destroyed. We should not miss the way. We should not miss the focus because of these stages. And the good thing is when you get to know about something, if something is bad and you know, you will be helped. And the Lord will bless you. You will be helped, and the Lord will do you good. Kindly, I request, if you see our numbers on screen, don't call now. You will call after we are through with the program, so that you will not be disrupted, and the Lord will bless you. I believe you have gotten that information. The Lord bless you. So we are talking about the stages of marriage. We are handling 7 of them, and I am saying this. It is not in order. When you get to know something is dangerous, if you know something is poisonous, you are not supposed to take it. If you know something is dangerous, you should not just risk and just say, I will just, even if it happens, I don't care. You should be very careful. So the information that we are bringing to you, it is the information that will help you. It is the information that will shield you, so that you will not be a victim of any stage that can bring a crashing in your marriage. Many people are crying today in their marriages. They were married. I tell you the truth, a few people married with wrong motives. And even some people who married with wrong motives, if they meet the right person, they change on the way. They change on the way. The greatest percentage married to stay, but not all who marry stay. Not all who marry are happy. And there's nobody, if couples want to be sincere, there's no one who told the other one, you will tolerate me, I'll make you the most miserable man, I'll make you the most miserable woman. Everybody was just promising good things. But what happens? What happens? Or what happened? Because if people are very sincere and they revisit their courtship. If their courtship was good, what they were promising one another and what is happening today, it is something very, very different. But this comes as a result of failure to understand what I am supposed to do as a woman, what am I supposed to do as a man. Secondly, it is just being ignorant. You just ignore even good things that you're supposed to do, and what happens? Regrets follow. And we understood the first stage in every marriage, and it should be embraced by everyone. It is what we call the honeymoon stage, the honeymoon stage, or the romance stage, or the passion stage. This is the stage that every couple should cultivate. You should cultivate on this stage, because it is the stage of bleeding. It is the stage where you discover one another, where you become compatible. It is the stage where you build your love. It is the stage where you enjoy your time together. And if this stage is not well cultivated, then there is there's a defect. There's something that you not enjoy to other stages. And understand, the funny thing, some stages are like steps. It is supporting the other stage. And if the romantic stage or the honeymoon stage is not well nourished, many couples, they float and they miss it all. Some see darkness immediately after they have entered into marriage, because we send many young people, especially even in this generation, they are just concentrating with the wedding day. You take 2 years of courting, but you are not planning anything. You are planning about the wedding, how you will import the wedding gown from Turkey, from Dubai, the designer suit from this and this country, the shoe, I want shoes from this and this nation. So those are the things, when you meet, you're talking. In other words, what you are supposed to know, and the forces that you're supposed to deal with during courtship, you don't have time. And now people, they marry when they are very green in the issues of marriage. They don't learn. They don't have a role model who can sit them down even during courtship. They don't have a counselor whom they can go and sit down and get some information concerning marriage. So they marry when they are just green. They don't know anything. They don't understand anything. They have not taken time to know one another, to understand one another. And we encourage the young people who are not married, if you're in a relationship, take time first to know one another. And the knowledge of knowing one another, it's not about the physical intimacy. It is about the marrying in the spirit, marrying in the mind. And of course we say the physical marriage with limitation, and you get to know even the history. You get to understand how your unpacking grounds, where you're coming from, what is affecting families. You deal with these things before you enter into marriage. Then when you marry, you'll be people who are set free. There are no forces that are attacking your marriage. There are no powers that are pulling you back, especially what is eating up the marriages of other people from your lineage. And when you do that, you will enjoy, you will have good time, and this will help you. We understand. Number two, it is the stage that we call the discovering stage. It is stage 2, or realization stage. This is the stage that is also very important. It's a stage that scares many couples, because now you are engaging brother so and so, you are engaging sister so and so. Now this sister has turned to be a wife. This brother is no longer a brother. This brother is a husband. And now you wonder, when you're together, you get to know some characters. This man is different from the man that I was seeing in the fellowship. This sister is different from that sister that I was seeing in the outer singing. So you followed the focus. You followed the voice. You followed the way this sister was packaged outside. But when you went, you started to realize, oh, she's something else. She's very lazy. She when she is mad, when she's not happy, this is how she reacts. She can turn to be like a scorpion, like a cobra in the house, and she can speak some things that you don't understand. So this is the time now. The personality is no longer the domineering factor. The character here is exposed, and this is also the stage that makes many people to begin to say, I don't know this man anymore. I don't understand this sister anymore. And this is also the stage that many people say, I don't know whether we have a future with this person. I see as if I deceived myself. And that's why we always insist you pray until you hear God. If you're in some places where pastor tells you the Lord has spoken, the Holy Spirit has told me you marry so and so, you go and tell pastor, I think you never heard God. And that should not be. That should not be. If a pastor is to say something concerning marriage, let him confirm after you have heard God. Because when you hear God, every challenge that comes your way, you'll be able to handle. And in realization stage, many couples begin also to be shaken if they cannot be able to handle the pressure that comes during that time, and the surprises that were covered, because it's like in realization stage now, you begin to unwrap many things that were wrapped. You begin to unwrap the life of this person. You begin to open some chambers of the life of this person, and some people get scared when they see this person, the way this person is acting, the way she eats, the way he eats, the way he behaves, the way he dresses up, the way he cannot be corrected, the way he cannot take anything just from you. This realization stage, it is a stage that also requires a lot of grace. And if the realization stage or discovering stage is not handled very well, stage 3 becomes a very dangerous one. We call it stage 3 of marriage. We call it the storming stage. The storming stage, or the rebellion stage. And this stage breaks many marriages. Storming stage, this is even the time when it comes to ministry, because in the ministry we have the norming, we have the gathering stage. From the gathering stage, this is the stage when you go somewhere, you open a church, everybody begins to come. Everybody, they hear there is a man of God, there is a church. And where they come. And a time comes when another stage comes, the storming stage. The storming stage, the flock begins to go. They begin even to just to leave the church, and there are many stories that people speak about you, and you wonder. So when it comes to marriage, the rebellion stage, this is the stage where everybody begins now to hear that I must build my own life. I have my own life to live. I can also continue with my career. I can also begin my own businesses. In other words, this is where the parallel lines are built between a couple. Whenever parallel lines begins, they don't meet. They don't meet, and there are couples that get lost in the storming stage. They disintegrate, never to come back again. And in this rebellion stage, we understood it gives birth to many things in marriage. Yeah, rebellion stage. This is the stage where even infidelity is born. This is the stage where many people begin to do their own things their own way, and it really breaks many marriages. We cannot go in details of what we discussed. I'm just doing a recap. Please, you can get the messages of last week. And stage 4, we said it is the norming stage or the cooperation stage. At least this is the stage where couples now, they begin to together again. They begin to see they can have life together again. They begin to see that they can continue with life again. And this is the stage where we said now the marriage grows, and it becomes the marriage begins to grow. And this is the stage where people feel that they need to be together. They need to be together. They need to continue with together. They need to cooperate and begin to run with the vision. They begin to feel that they have a destiny together, and they focus on their marriage. And from there, the Lord always upholds the people. There is commitment when it comes to the norming stage and the cooperation stage. And people begin to commit themselves. They begin to focus on love again. And this is the stage where the couples realize that at least they have even made it, and they want to move on again. They can prosper again together as a family. And it is a stage that should be embraced. It is a stage where at least the hope is recreated again, and couples move on and they see the light of their marriage again. I've talked a lot, and we thank God because we are doing many activities here. So
yeah, we do all of them
God bless.
at the same time. We are dedicated to reach out to you, so we do everything to make sure that you are.
We don't give up.
We don't give up, but we thank God.
Amen.
COVID is coming to an end.
In Jesus' name.
We shall be back to do the programs with our crew.
Yes.
And we will not be the crews at the same time, trying to speak out to you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Divine Marriage, our program online. My name is Apostle Domiciano Mwenda. We are together with my wife, Pastor Florida Mwenda, and we are blessed to come to you again. Tonight I say you cannot miss the topic. You need to hear it, and you need to tell your friends also, because they need to hear. This is the most important stage. You need to understand it, because when it comes to negativity, is the most important stage for you to understand and keep yourself away from it. And as much as you can, the explosion, we call it bursting. We call it also eruption stage of marriage. So this is a dangerous stage. And most couples meet themselves in this stage the first week of their marriage. And this is the funny thing, the funniest thing of it all. And there are things that you are not supposed to go through early. You need, if they come, they need to come a bit late, so that you have built the stamina for it. And my wife has spoken about many stages. I don't think she has mentioned about the reunion.
I've not touched that.
The reunion is
Yes.
a very wonderful. There is a cooperation or norming. The reunion is, we said, is very nice. It's when you have united and you enjoy the power of unity now, and you are fulfilled because of that. And this friendship, reconciliations, and all things are done in the reunion stage, and it's a happy. It's a happy. Every couple should find itself also in the reunion stage, where they are uniting to do all things. But today now, because of time, we see we have almost covered half of our time trying to explain. But today, we want to come now to the real issue of today. And I believe you are ready and ready for business. Please inform your friends. Share this message to them. And we will be happy when you continue sharing with your friends, and we will be happy to note that. Now, look at this. Explosion, we call it bursting or eruption. You can see the ones themselves can tell you what is next. What is next. They can tell you, the ones themselves. Explosion stage. Bursting stage. To explode is you burst or you erupt because of pressure. Explosion, you know, when the bomb explodes, it brings out its content. There are positive explosions and negative explosions. I like my father, he calls his conference, one explosion conference. And it shall be Mombasa even this year.
Amen, amen.
Hallelujah.
Jesus' name.
So, explosion. When we go for one explosion, the word explodes. And we like it because we get content of the word, and there is power that comes upon us. Every year we go there. And this year we are also going. So
in the name
prepare
of
to go with
Jesus.
us
Amen.
for the
Amen.
one
Explosion.
explosion conference. Now, look at this now. In the explosion stage, I want you to understand this. It can happen, or this stage can happen any time in marriage. Anytime. Anytime means even before marriage, explosion can take place. And the relationship breaks before marriage. People want to marry, but they separate because they have exploded. Eruption has taken place. After marriage, shortly, they can explode the first week. They can explode the first month. Have you had couples married that they left each other after 1 week? Yes. Have you had couples marrying and leaving one another before 3 months are over? Yes. That was the end of their marriage. It was supposed to last for a lifetime, but it lasted 3 weeks, 3 months, less than a year. So this is not a joke. It can happen. Not like other stages. This is stage. Can happen at any stage. So it does not follow the sequence. We give it at number 6 because at least we expect by number 6 you avoid it when it comes to the union. That's why we give it at number 6. So that you can, at least from other. In fact, it should even come after discovery or before. But we don't want to give you impression that something can just come and explode. So it can happen at any stage. Most likely, for where we expect it more, is when we pass through ages of 40s and 50s. That is where it's most likely to happen. That is where it's most likely to happen. But it happens even earlier. So we are not saying that it will happen when you are 40s and 50s. So if you are 40s and 50s, listen to us carefully. Because maybe you have not experienced it earlier, you may feel it. So 40s and 50s, that stage, it can happen. And I will tell you why later. Then this stage also, when it happens that normally where it's supposed to happen, it can follow the rebellion stage. It can follow the rebellion stage. Rebel, explode.
Yeah.
Rebel, explode. It can follow the rebellion stage. Or it can even come before rebellion. So there's some people who don't explode after rebellion, they explode even before rebellion. So it can come either before. If it is not well handled, if it is not well handled, it leads to the end of marriage. Most people, their marriage ended because they were not able to handle the explosion stage of marriage. So if not well handled, it will lead to the end of marriage. Now, it comes when people are going through stages of marriage or through the move on with marriage. That is how it comes. Pressure that leads to crashing. Now, it is caused by challenges. Explosion stage is not automatic. It is caused by challenges that people go through in a marriage relationship. Explosion is caused, or eruption or bursting is caused by what people go through. It's caused by what people goes through in a marriage. So what you go through, what you're going through at that time, is what will cause you to burst. Now, it is caused by the following. Number one, job loss. You're in marriage, all of a sudden, job is lost. So means of provision is cut. How to sustain your family is cut. What happens? Pressure comes in. Pressure comes in. Because job has been lost. Man has lost the job, especially when a man loses the job. Women can lose the job. A marriage can still move on without any pressure. But when a man loses job, it is like there is no job at all. The man has lost job. Business has collapsed. All these things have gone wrong in a marriage. Pressure comes in. Pressure comes in. Some men change character. Immediately the job is lost. Men do not know how to handle loss of jobs like women. Why? Man was given job before woman. Man was given job before woman. So get that very well. Before woman came, man was told, till the land. Cultivate this land. He was given work. So work to man is the first priority of a woman. Work to man is the first priority of a woman. Because he was given work. A man who does not have a means of providing becomes paralyzed. Please listen to me carefully. A man who has no means of providing becomes paralyzed. Unless he can't love. A man who is not providing and he is under pressure to provide for the family, to do well for the family, he can't love. He cannot move well with his life. So pressure comes in. And when pressure comes in, he explodes. This explosion can lead to different behaviors. It can lead him to stay away even from home. The things that we learned about rebellion. So they can be advanced. Why? Job loss. This man can interpret every word the woman says like despise. Because when a woman talks, she says, you are talking to me like this because I don't have a job. And this woman becomes also under pressure, handling man who is under pressure, and the marriage is tensed. This man is under pressure because he does not know how to handle joblessness. So this man becomes under pressure. The woman also is tensed. Because every time she talks about anything, the way she used to express herself and talk what they need to do, when anything she says in that marriage, say, oh, you're talking to me that because now I don't have a job. You are despising me. Even when you call her and she has not earned accidentally, or you have asked for something and accidentally, this woman did not hear you, and there is a delay. Say, oh, even hearing me has become a problem. I am a bother. I am abandoned, and you feel rejected. Joblessness. So wife, become very careful when your husband loses a job. If what he needs there is comfort, talk comfort, encourage him, show him it will be okay again.
Yeah.
Take care of your wants, because there are wants you will utter and you will interpret them in different manner. So lack or loss of job can cause a lot of pressure in a marriage, and this can lead to explosion. There are so many marriages that are exploded or erupted or busted because a man lost the job. Number two, what causes explosion in marriage can come as a result of major health problems. Major health problems. Either the wife has been sick for long, and she has a major health problem that can lead to explosion. Whether a man has been sick for long. Remember, in the explosion, what is being tested again is love, character. It's just like the rebellion and submission. That's the things that are under test. Your faithfulness. How faithful are you? How can you stand with the other person when things are not right? So when a major health problem comes, you have been sick, you cannot perform your duty anymore. You are a man, you have lost the job because of your health situation. You can't work anymore. You have been fired because of your situation. Some can be paralyzed. You can become a cripple. You cannot do what you are doing. So even when you want to go something, you have to call. Come, take me to the short call. Take me to the... So this thing, if love is not very much established,
There shall be a problem.
there shall be a problem. So there shall be explosion. Health problems. Maybe you have been having issues. You can't have intimacy with your wife. You can't have intimacy with your husband because of health challenges. You can't provide. You can't work. You can't be what you used to be because of health challenges. This can cause explosion in marriage. This can cause to that stage. Number three, transfers or move to a new city. You move from this city to another. These transfers can cause explosion in marriage because the transfers come with new exposure. And when we look at in the spiritual manners, you have gone to another realm of the spirit. You may interact with the culture of people who do not value marriage the way you used to value that marriage.
Yeah.
Comes with a new connection of new friends. Maybe what you get connected to there, the bunches of people you meet there, they are different. Not encouragers the way you used to have encouragers or people support you to do things that you are supposed to do to honor your family. So a new environment can come with challenges, can come with positive or negative influence.
Yes, yes.
So there are people who moved to another city, and that was the beginning of the problem of their marriage. When they were in another place, they could not, like my city where I am now, before I came here several years ago. People came here married and they were happy. Within 6 months, they are separating. 6 months. Very few percentage. More than 60% were losing. More than, in fact, we counted and did our survey. It was about 70%. So that the people who are lucky to sustain their marriage. And it was known, and people accepted it as a way of living. That it's okay. Oh, people were losing marriages. Like, every marriage was like, it was being shaken. The foundations were being shaken here. It happens when you move to new levels of life. Like those transfers. Now, another thing that can also cause is financial troubles. You may not lose a job, but you may have financial troubles.
Yeah.
Maybe sickness that came, you use a lot of money to treat the other person. You use all this. And when you see all those kind of things, I want to say, after a long time of this kind of problems, money, you are strained financially. Maybe you took loan, you are not able to pay because challenges came, obligations have come, demands. So you are tensed. You are put under pressure because of financial troubles. And remember this before I forget. When somebody is enjoying or going through long health challenges or problems, also they feel that they are ignored.
Yeah.
You see, you cannot be, it's like the one who has lost job. Hey, these days, nobody hears me, nobody respects me, nobody takes care of me. You want them to stay around you. So it calls for a very high understanding for you also when you are sick, to know that others are concerned about you, but they cannot leave everything that they are doing to stay with you because things will go more wrong. Your wife cannot resign to come and now just be with you all the way long. She can be visiting because she needs to work also and provide for the family and pay for the bills because she has to cover that gap. But if you don't understand that, you say, nobody takes care of me in this family, nobody hears me, children do not hear me, wife does not hear me, all those people are against me because I'm sick now, and because I'm sick now, nobody listens to me. This is what people say. But the others are concerned. So if you're not careful, your marriage will explode. And also, when you are passing through financial troubles, so it is easy also for your marriage to explode. Another thing, number 5, what can easily cause this explosion stage in marriage is impotence. Impotence. The man becomes impotent. So he is not able to perform his marital duty.